And with thank you, DA. And Millsap is as crafty as it gets on defense. One of the most underrated players in the game. Now about halfway through the season, Brenson. Team's looking great, but we still have a long way to go. We're talking about an 82-game schedule that is meant to put teams and players really to a full test.
Yeah, it's really something. I oftentimes find myself, Kevin, looking back after 14 years of playing at a team's schedule for an upcoming season. And I scratch my head and I go, wow, I used to do that? I mean, that's not easy to do.
It's very difficult. I agree. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Celtics, they've got Smart. Horford is out there with the great one. Then there's Irving. And it's Hayward in at the small forward. Chandler picks to Moutier. From the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Actually, I thought they might be able to sustain that momentum that they picked up in the fourth quarter, but was not meant to be.
Picked by Horford. Hayward kicks to Irving. Back to Hayward. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
And there had been a will he or won't he feeling with Gordon Hayward's free agency. Tough choice, I gotta believe, for him to leave Utah, but you can see why he wanted to join forces here with the Celtics. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Millsap. That shot is off. And the Celtics going the other way now. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, and some of that loss was due to a lack of hustle, especially on the defensive end.
And there are games where an opponent gets aggressive. You've got to raise your level of play. They failed to do that in this one.
Harris passes to Jokic. Back to Harris. Over Smart. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Jokic. And Boston was the heavy favorite to sign Gordon Hayward. And ultimately, the opportunity was just too hard to pass up.
And he's reunited with his college coach, Brad Stevens. This team has a great path to make a deep playoff run, and this just adds another star to a very balanced roster.
Here's Millsap. Great D that time from the great one.
I give the defense a C+ on that possession, but still, I'm sure he's upset he missed.
Hayward, and the shot is long.
The offense sputtering just a bit here, 1 for 4 in the game.
No one near Moutier as he lets it go. Chance there to take the lead, missing.
And right now they're like a light switch in the off position. 1 of 5 so far, not an ideal start.
Picked by Horford. Here's Irving. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
While some are still speculating as to why Kyrie wanted out, the reality is, and it's this case with all great players, he feels like he's good enough to be the man on a team that can contend for a championship. And you might question how he went about it, but he's basically been a pro in his approach, and now he's got the chance.
Denver making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. The Celtics with the lead. Smart with the ball. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Now here is Harris. Tight defense on him. He kicks it to Moutier. Millsap a screen. Moutier dishes to Chandler. Back to Moutier. 4 on the shot clock. A three-pointer is right on target. Moutier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And there is going to be a lot of discussion over Irving's decision to want out for a long time. And what he does the next few years may end up defining his legacy. He is all in on himself, and it could pay off huge or fizzle out.
Murray's checked in for Emmanuel Moutier.
The point guard that has floor awareness has the advantage. This time it's Kyrie Irving's.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Now here's Murray. He's covered by Irving. Here's Chandler, and Wilson Chandler with the slam.
Amazing screen set by Horford to help get his man the clean look.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for Denver.
And the 3-point shot was a huge part of their game plan. When it was falling, it made them very hard to defend. Opponents were stretched out all over the place.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. Denver shooting their first foul shot of the night. And the free throw, no good. And Brent, even though it might be somewhat counterintuitive, the numbers show that up-tempo styles are fairly high in efficiency. That may surprise some people. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think what gives in that scenario, Kevin, is it's so hard to scramble back with teams that are operating in the first 6 or 7 seconds of the shot clock to cover the 3-point line. All of a sudden, you're running out to guys and opening up space in the interior. That's going to open up drive opportunities to the lane and easy layups. And where you see that most are big men who are getting taken advantage of by running back into the paint. Those threes are worth more than 2. That math class pays off.
It does. You can tell. And the shot falls short this time.
You just can't find the bottom of the net right now. He's looking frustrated. This quarter has been a bit of a nightmare for him. I'm a little surprised he missed that one so badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
Murray kicks to Plumlee. To the inside. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. 6 to shoot. Murray, the pass to Fareed. It's tipped. Outside Irving, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Martin's checked in for Gary Harris. The Celtics also changing it up. And so here's Denver. 4-point game. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
I mean, frustrating when missed free throws become contagious. Really the Achilles heel in that one.
So you try to put up these scoring runs, and it hurts when you all of a sudden just give away 3 points from the free throw line.
On the court for the Celtics, Hayward out there with the great one. Then there's Smart. Then there's Horford. And it's Irving at the point. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the Warriors was superb. He ended with 16 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also finished with a season high in rebounds. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And they'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
And the great players are never satisfied. We'll see what he does in the next one.
Chandler right side. Back to Moutier. Plumlee with the screen. Moutier kicks to Jokic. Trying his luck deep. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Moutier.
A really nice job on the footwork working off of the screen, and like to see the confidence.
Now here's Smart. Defense is right there. Irving from long range. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Irving's got the lead up to 4 now for the Celtics.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Moutier kicks to Plumlee. Jokic against Horford. And stolen by Hayward. And now Hayward pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Hayward with the stuff.
There's your run out. Great individual play.
Yeah, beats the transition defense up the floor, and then the easy finish. Boy, those feel good.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. There's a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Plumlee with the screen. Harris dishes to Plumlee. 5 to shoot. Here's Chandler, and it's sent back by Horford.
Not in here. Just can't throw stuff up like that around Horford. He sends that one right back.
Out left to the wing. Feeds it to Irving. Picked by Horford. There's a screen, and there's the call on Chandler. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Smart. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Beyond the arc. Plumlee with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 4.
Tremendous balance with this Nugget basketball team, especially on the offensive end. You can have a lot of players in their rotation carrying the scoring load and a lot of different playmakers that are out there on their roster.
Picked by Horford. Irving kicks to Horford. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Here's Moutier. 8 points for him. Chandler a screen. Jokic with this screen on Irving. That's good from Chandler on the assist for Moutier. 8 points for Wilson Chandler.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Horford the pass to the great. And they get it. Oh.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here's Moutier. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. Chandler with another miss. The Celtics have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Hayward, good, and the assist goes to Irving. Hayward's got 7 now in this quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hot.
Harris kicks to Plumlee. Pass to Moutier. Jokic a screen to the middle. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Horford. Brent, there are a lot of great passers in the NBA at that starting center position. Seems like it's something that is more. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really value each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
Chandler at small forward with Millsap the 4. Moutier and Harris are their lengthy guard set. And it's Jokic in at center. That's the group from Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. The great one passes to Smart over Moutier. Nice shot by Smart. Smart's got the first bucket of the third here for the Celtics. Nuggets trail. Now Moutier. Here's Millsap. It's tipped.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
To the paint, and he jams it with authority.
And Irving really showing great strides in improving his passing, wanting to be a more effective floor general.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Here's Millsap. Got a piece of it.
They look frustrated, 0 for 3. Not how you want to start the third quarter.
This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Mudiay spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You've got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. The Nuggets trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Jokic. It's blocked. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half, minus that one miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Mudiay kicks to Millsap. Unloads from 9. Again, Millsap missing.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
It's stolen by Mudiay. And here we go. Mudiay into the hoop. And Mudiay comes it down.
Well, Mudiay's D created the offense. He stuck his paw out, came away with the steal, and took care of the rest.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Harris outside. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Now just a 1-point Celtic lead.
Look at Mike Malone as he made the switch from the Sacramento Kings and made his way to the Rocky Mountain. And he's got these fans on a high. He wants a lot from his players. He's got a lot of youth on this roster and is treating each one of them fairly until one steps out as a superstar for the Nuggets.
And the clock. 17-foot shot on the way. Nice shot by Smart. Nuggets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Mudiay. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. Mudiyay's got 5 points now this quarter. With this young roster that Malone is charged with, he has made some adjustments and rewarded players for stepping up to the task.
I think that's what you need to do with a young roster, but also Mike Malone, Kevin, I think is learning a bit more about how he wants to coach. He's learning a bit about these young players himself. So they have a nice bit of symmetry that's building around this basketball team that could produce a lot of successful seasons under his tenure.
For the lead, rebounded by the Great One. The Great One's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Smart up top, guarded by Harris. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Hey, Brent, it's been said before that champions have no off season. Thinking about that, what's your take on the balance between resting your body after a long year versus really pushing the strength and conditioning that could take you to another level the next year?
Well, I could throw it back at you, Kevin, and ask you about as you get older and your body changes, you have to do different things, right?
And more, yeah.
Right. So in your younger years, if you don't make the playoffs or you're in the playoffs, maybe to take 1 month off and get right back into the gym, your body's ready to do that and in tune. You take a player that's 10 years down the road, there's no reason for you to push your body. You could be a little more specialized and be a little more efficient in terms of what you do in the off season to get ready for what a training camp represents and then, of course, the upcoming season.
Kept alive, the Great One, off target at the rim. Nuggets are going to somewhat so far 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Murray. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Murray's got the lead up to 2 now for Denver.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Millsap with the steal. And he banks in the layup. Now it's a 4-point Denver lead.
Well, Millsap really wants the shot anytime he can get it from there. That's his comfort zone.
The screen from Brown. There's a screen. Here's Irving. And it's sent back by Millsap. Now here's Murray. He's covered by Irving. Smart with the ball. He has 6. Outside Irving. Back to Smart. 6 on the shot clock. Picked by Horford. Lets the free fly. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down to 1 in the bucket from Smart. The Nuggets have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Now here's Murray. Defense right on him. Fareed a screen on Irving. Here's Murray. They get it back. That one doesn't go. Boston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Here's Irving. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And Brett, I read that Kyrie Irving meditates off the court. It's something he reads about. The Nuggets trail by 5. On the floor for Boston. Irving is out there with Smart. And it's Hayward. Then there's the great one. And it's Horford in at the 5 down low. Here's Murray. And again, Denver no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And here's Smart. Pass to the great one. Shot clock at 6. There's a good screen. Smart misses. Denver's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And a name that a lot of NBA teams were in on this past offseason was Paul Millsap. His ability to shoot from outside and play in the post was wanted all over the league. And the Nuggets were the team ultimately that was able to land it.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Kenneth Fareed. Harris comes in for Mason Plumlee. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Jamal Murray. And there's the pass to Horford. And the 3 off target. And for the Nuggets, Millsap, Greg, seems to be what they want in the 4.
You know, he pairs well with Jokic and others on this team. Gives them some shooting and rebounding, plus his overall versatility is what separates him. The Nuggets seem to jump out of nowhere to sign him, but when you look at things, it really does make sense.
Outside Irving. Over Mudiay. The kick out to Irving. He dishes it to Hayward. And counted, and a chance for 1 more at the free throw line.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Free throw good from Hayward.
A good guy to have on the free throw line when the score is close, and he takes care of business as usual.
Mudiay kicks to Jokic. The dish to Harris. Passes it to Millsap. From 12 feet out. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Celtics leading by 4. Outside Irving. Over Mudiay. Irving, good. Irving's got 19 points.
Kyrie is extremely efficient from the mid-range, and when he's in great rhythm using the bounce, you know he can knock down those jets.
Mudiay kicks to Chandler. Dishes it to Millsap. On the left.
They count on Millsap to deliver in these big moments, and there he does.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're up by 4. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Shammy Wells.
And he's made some shots here tonight, Kevin. He's been efficient from beyond, knocked down 5 triples. And when you've got a guy that steady from long range, it just puts all sorts of pressure on the defense.
Irving drives in to the middle. There's Here's the quick one. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Emmanuel Mudiay picks one up. That free throw good from the great one. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Mudiay dishes to Chandler. He feeds it to Millsap. Goes up on the block, and the jumper is good.
What a huge shot from Millsap. Gotta love how he steps up in that moment.
Picked by Horford. There's the screen. Irving kicks to Horford. Over to the wing. Smart with the ball. Harris is there. Here's the quick one. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Jokic.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
No good at the strike this time. Second misses also. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
Mudiay pass to Chandler. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 36 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. See if they've got enough left to get over the top.
That's good. Going 1 or 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Mudiay with the ball. Now defended by Hayward. Kicks to Millsap. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. And that's an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent.
That's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by lunchtime. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Hey, boo-boo. What's up? What'd you think of that?
Think of what?
Come on, man. Oh, I got a job to do, man. You can't expect me to watch every game. I'm just playing with you, man. Of course I watched it.
Hey.
TJ Big Time. That's who you are.
Appreciate
TJ Big
you,
Time.
man.
Man, you out there killing it.
DJ, you're up next. Let's go.
Okay, you got it.
Remember, DJ, keep it simple.
I got this, Hannah.
DJ, we're reporters as well as fans of the game. We watch you on the court. We know we could never do what you guys do. But what would you say happens behind the scenes that we overlook?
Oh, it's the coaching, hands down. I mean, as players, we work off, you know, during practice and after the games. But the coaches, I mean, they're the first ones in, the last ones out. I mean, they set the foundation for what we do in the game.
Yeah. My side girl got a 5S with the screen crack. Still hit me back right away. Better not never hesitate. Don't come around think you're getting saved. Trying to show the dogs brighter days. Got a torch trying to light the way. Biting everybody with your side riding. Cause your next album probably won't ever see the light of day. Half-ass but you let them down. But I guess that's how you getting down. I'm so high up, I'm like how really getting down. I could never have a kid, then be out here still kidding around, boys playing around. Where you really wanna take it now? I got $150,000 for an after party, and I gave it to the police just to break it down. Bring us up, I never take us down, but if you bring me up, then they might take it down. Fake with me back then, but it's getting hard for you to fake it now. Being rich when I'm 40, man, I'm trying to make it now. No, never let it ride your wave. No, no way, no. Never let it ride your wave. No, no way, no. Fuck the bitch just to ride the rave. $10 million gotta hide the safe. Michael Phelps with the swim moves.
So one unique aspect of Supermax is the salary cap and how they actually change from round to round.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting. If players are using a certain type of player, his salary is actually going to go up. You're going to see, again, different strategies that need to be implemented to have success, I think.
Yeah, definitely. If you use LeBron James a lot in that first round, you might see his salary go up to the second round, and you might not find him as useful. You might be able to pick another guy. You really want to have 2 to 3 different lineups prepared, or else you could really be at a disadvantage round to round.
One other thing to add on to that is in season 1, it was Monday through Friday. We got a lot of feedback from the community that they play on the weekends. So season 2, going on right now, is actually Wednesday through Sunday. So you're going to have those unrestricted days on Monday, Tuesday. That's when you don't have any salary. You can put up whatever lineup you want. But when you get back into competing in season 2,
it's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We hope you're wearing green out there tonight. Happy St. Patty's Day from all of us at 2K Sports. You got to have something green on. You got something green on, Kenny?
Bubba, what are you doing?
Tweaking that hook shot I was working on. The one I showed you? You need to work that in tonight.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't a hook shot.
Yeah, well, that was yoga. Think about working that hook shot in, though.
We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. We'll be catching up in a bit from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We're in San Antonio. The Spurs with home court playing here at the AT&T Center. You look at the two, and we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline in our Hall of Fame.
Well, Kevin,
and they need him to be that way, D.A. Thank you, especially after Tim Duncan's retirement and Manu and TP getting older. This is Kawhi's team now, for sure. Doris, the teams that are postseason locks. San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Jang, he's checked in for Gibson. The great one comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Wells, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Lawson in for Jeff T. On the court for Minnesota. Down low, it's Jang and Towns. Lawson out there with Wells. And it's the great one in at the 3 spot. Muhammad, he's checked in for Towns. The Spurs have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
I love the complementary aspect of this group now. You know, you've got the young talent, but you've brought in some veteran leadership here for the Timberwolves. The duo of Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns kind of gave the confidence to them to go out and acquire a superstar in his prime like Jimmy Butler.
Berea kicks to Laverne. There's the pick. Spurs passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gay. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Here's the great one inside. Wells passes to the great one. Feeds to Wells. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Wells has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Correa against Lawson. Murray with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. A nice shot by Barea.
That consistency from distance, that's something J.J. Barea has worked on, and you can see the results here.
Chang, a screen. Here's the great one. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Gasol.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Spurs trail by 9. And here's Barea. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Here's Murray to the paint. Got a piece of it. Bertans kicks to Barea. Laverne dishes to Gay. Another miss by Gay.
Boy, they're just giving him that shot. An easy opportunity for 3. It just slips away.
Lawson outside. Chang with the screen for Lawson. There's the great one. And he uses the glass on the layup. The great one's got 5.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
Here's Gay. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Their blown opportunity after the 2-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team 2nd and 3rd opportunities to score the ball.
They set the pick. He had a nice open look right there. Correa's got his 2nd bucket.
I'll tell you, hasn't always been a high percentage shooter, but he's dangerous, and Barea will keep coming at you until you stop him.
Chang, a screen. Pass to Wells from downtown. Timberwolves working now with the new shot clock. Gay with the block.
You got to respect those long arms of Gay. I mean, superb at swatting shots away. Put those big hits.
Timberwolves leading by 8. Down low, here's the great one, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. For Minnesota, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. He hits one, and this is the 2nd attempt from the free throw line. Now Barea, 3-pointer. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Right back after this break. And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of continuing to improve.
I always try to improve and get better. And Pop always challenged me. He came to me and he said, you know, good players, they can have a great season. But great players, they have many great seasons. So he said, what you want to be?
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows Pops and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence. And that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second-chance points.
I don't think the defense has been very good, and right now they're letting them pounce all over them and get second-chance opportunities.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Minnesota, great one out there with Shabazz Muhammad. Then there's Wells. Then it's Gorgie Day. And it's Jones in at the point guard.
I'll tell you, Gorgie Zhang is improving and becoming a value at the center spot with all that length. He challenges shots. He's got a nice face-up touch. There's a lot to like with this guy.
Barea with a wide-open look. The step-back jumper is good. Barea's got 8 points.
Now, I'll tell you, watching JJ move around screens, it's like a dance. There's a certain rhythm to it.
Zhang, a screen. The great one passes to Zhang, and no good that time. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And guys, they just got so many good looks in that one, and the defense never able to affect their offensive rhythm.
Well, I think the defense from the other team was simply porous. There's no other way to put it. So many openings, and they made them pay for it.
The Spurs making a switch here. Leonard's checked in, and a change for the Timberwolves. Butler's checked in. Spurs working the ball around now. The feed to Barea. Shot clock at 5. And stolen by Zhang. Jones against Barea. Here's the great one. Here's Muhammad. And good work on the boards that pick up the second chance points. Muhammad's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves. San Antonio calls timeout. And with Zhang's length and touch, you feel comfortable playing him at either the 4 or the 5. And also versatile enough doors to play as a starter or off the bench.
Right. It's hard to find a big man who does as much as Gorgie Zhang. He doesn't necessarily dominate in one area, but this guy always finds a way to contribute.
A different look now for San Antonio. Marcus Aldridge. Spurs trail by 21. Now here's Barea. 8 points for him. They set the pick. Left side, Leonard. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. And it's Laverne missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
No good from the great one. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Murray, good. Timberwolves leading by 18. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Spurs have never been the flashy team in the NBA. Tony Parker said, beautiful basketball is playing the right way. Ball movement, pure, beautiful basketball is the way we played. You have all sorts of fans, and there should be something for everybody. Kevin, he told me a long time ago, if we were in New York, people would love us.
And during Popovich's time in San Antonio, the Spurs have always played together, D.A. Got to respect their team-first approach to the game. Shoots from 12. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And Kawhi Leonard, the only player other than Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon to be an all-star starter. Greg win the Defensive Player of the Year and win a Finals MVP award.
And Kevin, I think it's fair to say that's some lofty company to be in. You know, you're worried with the retirement of Tim Duncan. Would the Spurs go through a lull? And they found another two-way superstar to kind of build their team around, much in the same in terms of mannerisms as a Tim Duncan.
No good from the great one.
Well, that's tough defense in the paint, harassing him every step of the way.
Here's Pertinis, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Outside Leonard.
Thanks.
He feeds it to Barea. In the corner, Murray with it. He tries for 3. The rebound by the great one. The great one's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Takes the 13-footer And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Ouch, that's a wasted possession. Got to shake it off and forget it happened, guys.
The three from Bertans. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Barea's got 4 assists in the game. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back. And welcome back as we continue our St. Patty's Day broadcast. Teams will make substitutions. Spurs trail by 15. They've got Laverne. Murray out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Bertans in at the 4 slot. That's the San Antonio 5. There's the pick. Here's the teardrop. Rebounded by the Great One. The Great One's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. From 10 feet out, San Antonio with the rebound. Murray's got his 3rd rebound tonight. It's Gay on the way. Drills the three-pointer. Gay's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And Gay is quick at getting his shot off. Can't give this guy any separation, even as the pass is coming his way.
Butler on the way. He's covered by Gay. Off the pick. Shot's good from Butler. Butler's got 19 points.
Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
Barea kicks to Bertans. At the top of the key, Gay. Poke loose. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And it's Butler with the jam.
I'll tell you this, the entire night, Jimmy Butler has been dictating the pace offensively.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Barea dishes to Murray. He kicks it to Gay. They set the pick. Off the pick. And it's San Antonio with another.
I'll tell you, he's doing everything scoring-wise this period to try to keep them in it.
Minnesota leading by 14. Up top, Zhang. Towns sets the pick for Jones. Fires the 3, and it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from the Great One. The Great One's got 9.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Here's Gay. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And this is an area where Gay is especially dangerous. A terrific mid-range scorer.
Butler passes to Zhang. Puts it up from 15. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one. All going up court. A pull-up. Bertans can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Outside, Jones. The pass to Towns. Clock at 6. Here's the Great One. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
And Barea has it in the corner. Pass to Bertans. Murray for 3. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Butler. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barea. With this break, we have a chance to break down where the assist have been coming from tonight between the front and back court for Minnesota.
And the bigs tonight have been the table setters in terms of their ability to pass the basketball. That's freed the guards to roam off the ball, and everyone's getting easier looks because of it.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Aldridge comes in for Laverne, and Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Bertans.
You got to love the energy of Wells. When he's deep inside, he's tremendous at drawing contact. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Barea kicks to Leonard. Back to Barea. Aldridge a screen. A three from Leonard. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got his 6th assist on the night.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right, the effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
The Great One, a strong finish under heavy pressure all over. The Great One's got 11 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, it's seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Leonard with a screen on Jang. Puts up a three, and again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly, the defense starting to look helpless at this point.
Wells sets the pick for Lawson. Dishes it to Muhammad. Over Gay. And there's Muhammad. That's good on the assist by Wells. Muhammad's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Well, square your shoulders, knock it down, something Muhammad continues to work on.
Jimmy Butler has been on display. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Cut, play. You just like something magical is going to happen. Okay? You got to make things happen.
Welcome back. And the Spurs with some changes. Gasol comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Green in for J.J. Barea. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Jang. The Great One comes in for Taj Gibson. And Jones subbed in for Wells.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Timberwolves.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And you can tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Butler.
Boy, we got to see this guy's full range of offensive ability. He scored at every opportunity and in every way imaginable.
So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Muhammad. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with the Great One. Then it's Jones. And it's Lawson in at the 2 guard. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Screened by Parker. Green dishes to Gasol. Passes it to Parker. Aldridge controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Outside, Jones. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This crowd.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just lose to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Yo, check it out.
Hey, Boo-Boo, what are you looking for? Me? Oh, I was looking for them boys' pride. After the way y'all took it tonight, I know they need it.
You a fool, Boo-Boo.
Okay, listen, my hip. Look, old sports injury. Look, we're going to stick to handshakes from now, okay?
Come on, old man, get in the gym.
Old man, nothing.
Boo-Boo didn't play sports, man. No way. You're not that old, did you?
I don't know.
It,
personal goals for the season coming up?
I just want to get better, improve on what I did last year, be more efficient, help our team win earlier in the season, and try to go further in the playoffs.
As a team, I want to make the playoffs. I think that's my biggest goal. Individually, I just want to keep improving, you know, show that I'm developing during the summer and just keep getting better.
Definitely being starting an all-star game, you know, being first team All-NBA, MVP talks, obviously, and winning as many games as possible and getting the playoffs.
I just want to continue to get better as an overall player. You know, I kind of like to watch guys like Kawhi and guys who, Paul George, you know, who have the whole physical game, you know, offensively and defensive. So I just want to get better in all areas, and, you know, excited to do the dunk contest again this year, and just really creating more of an image for myself, and just continue to build that brand.
I think the goal is just to make the playoffs. That's my biggest goal. You know, last year we missed it, and I hate missing the playoffs. I hate watching it on TV. I always feel like, you know, my team should be in it.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
All right, little bro, no peeking, man.
I'm not looking, I swear.
All right.
Where
We're
are we
almost
going,
there.
though?
Stop. Turn around. Wait right there. You better not open your eyes, man.
Okay.
All right, little bro, go ahead and open your eyes.
Never make that sound again. Sorry, I just can't believe it. This is really for me?
Yeah, man, this is from us to you.
Yeah, man, you deserve it, bro. Oh, man, I couldn't afford these in a million years. You guys are the greatest. I gotta go try these on.
Go for it, man.
Jug. I love you guys, man. This is awesome. I'm gonna cry.
Hey, man, we did good.
Yeah, we did, man. You're a good kid.
He deserves it.
To the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Last outing for Minnesota. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Gibson. The great one comes in for Wiggins. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Butler. And it's Lawson in for Jeff Teague. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tariq Black, he's checked in for Capella. Nene comes in for Ryan Anderson. Mbaamute's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Gordon subbed in for Chris Paul. Taking a look at the Rockets, Harden and Gordon teaming up in the backcourt. Nene is out there with Luke and Mbaamute. And it's Black in at the 5 spot. But Chris, we know that there are a lot of trash talkers out there in the NBA. Did you ever talk a lot of trash on the floor or do anything else to try and get an opponent's attention away from the game, get in an opponent's head?
I used to love talking. It kept you focused. If you talk, it means you have to back it up the next play. And you can also get in the player's head, get them thinking about themselves individually. And if I get you thinking about yourself, I've already won because now you're not thinking about the team. But I'll tell you what, some of the best trash talkers I've ever played against, Larry Bird, Gary Payton, Rick Mahorn. Those guys talk the best trash ever, and I definitely can't repeat anything any of those guys said. But it's all out of love, it's all out of fun, and I don't remember very honestly anything anyone has ever said to me because it was all so outlandish, so crazy, so funny that we just let it go after the game.
Defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, you almost corralled him for the steal.
Crawford, no one around him. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Crawford's got his first 3 points of the game.
Now off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Black dishes to Harden. Over Lawson. Harden, that's good.
Oh, and really, Harden is no stranger to his shots being contested by aggressive defenders. I mean, he just nails these shots thanks to how he stays concentrated on the cup.
Crawford against Gordon. Here's the great one. Here's Chang. And stolen by Gordon. In the corner, Harden. Here's Black. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Harden against Lawson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's the screen. Right side, Gordon. Shot clock at 6. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. The great one passes to Muhammad. Outside for Lawson. No good with the triple. Rockets trail by 6. Here's Gordon. Money from the wing.
Oh, the lost art of the mid-range J. Gordon just measured it perfectly, squaring up and knocking it down.
52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Crawford's shot is good.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
The Rockets shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. Here's Harden on the wing. Pass to Black. On the wing, Harden. Lawson defending. Feeds it to Mbah-a-Moute. A three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 6. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And Lawson with the drive. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the lip.
Let's just call it what it is. Great body control on the lane and takes the contact, still knocks it in softly off the glass. I mean, that shot just can't be blocked the way he adjusted.
Now here's Gordon. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans. Screen by Mbah-a-Moute. For the 3. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And so is Andrew Wiggins making hot. You talk to Chris Paul, and it's clear he was...
Fortunately, I've always been vertically challenged, so...
Vertically challenged, that's classic coming from Chris Paul. But, you know, seriously, Greg, he's taken that challenge and made the most of what he's got. A terrific play.
Really, and you know what? He's actually turned that challenge on his head when he goes right at much bigger players and uses their size against them.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Hustling on that offensive glass. That's led to a number of second chance points.
Well, obviously, that was the game plan coming in. Physical right off the rim.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Harden and Gordon teaming up in the backcourt. Nene is out there with Luke and Mbah-a-Moute. And it's Korkmaz in the 3. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the Spurs lit up the floor. He had 11 points, added to his scoring by grabbing 7 rebounds. He was just too much to handle off the bench in a very strong performance. Curious to see what he can do for an encore, Kevin.
Hey, David, thank you very much. What kind of carryover guys you think we'll see for him tonight?
Well, we know his confidence level has to be high coming into this game. Physically, he might be a little worn down, but mentally, he's got to be feeling very good.
Well, if worn down or not, I'm sure he'll be a big factor here tonight. His presence is so valuable.
Yep, that one goes. Rockets trail by 9. Paul kicks to Mbamute. The dish to Gordon. Paul outside. Pocket 6. Nene with the screen on Chang. Paul for 3. The Rockets again can't hit. Minnesota leading by 9.
And when you watch this Rockets team, you can see just how explosive they are on the offensive end. Almost everyone on the floor can hurt you from deep, and they all know their role and execute it to a T.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Exceptional instincts on the offensive boards. And didn't try to slam it home. Tipping it in was all he needed.
On the wing, Gordon. Nene against Jang. Nene dishes to Gordon. Overwhelmed. And he can't bank that one in. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's the great one. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And I love the fact that they did such a good job of really reacting to what the defense...
1:35 left in the first half of basketball. Gordon, the pass to Black. Gordon, a screen. Harden inside the three-point line. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
Oh, I love how Harden pulls once he gets the ball. If you play off him just a little bit, it'll cost you.
Jang, a screen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Mbamute.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
That free throw good from the great one. Both free throws good from the great one. 1:10 left in the first half. Nene, the screen. And Mbamute kicks to Harden. And there's the call on Shabazz Muhammad. That is his first foul of the game. 59 seconds left in the first half of the game. Gordon kicks to Harden. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Chris, when you see Harden coming down the lane at you, there is a very short list of players who can instill that much fear. Pretty much him, Westbrook, and LeBron. Each have their own style, and Harden's might be the most refined of all of them.
Well, that's why he gets to the line so much. His speed, his handles, his ability to pull back on the 3, his Euro step. When Harden gets going downhill like that, you just don't have an answer.
The Rockets shooting poorly, just 35% so far. 27 seconds left to play in the first half. Crawford against Gordon. That one wide left.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Muhammad dishes to Lawson. Here's Crawford. The Rockets pull it in. Nene's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's the 3. Here's Black. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Minnesota. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time. Somebody look on the floor for Minnesota. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tarek Black, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Nene comes in for Ryan Anderson. And Mbaamute's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Eric Gordon subbed in for Chris Paul. Lawson out there with Wells. Then it's Borgie Dan. Then there's the great one, and it's Crawford at the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And it's Nene with the rebound. Nene's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harden against Lawson. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 14 points.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Lawson the pass to Wells. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here is Mbamute. Nene controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The pass to Wells. Misses the three. It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
Harden kicks to Nene. It's deflected. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
A defender nowhere near him, and he still can't hit it. He wants that one back.
Houston moving the ball around. Nene, the screen. Here's Gordon. And it's blocked.
Gotta like seeing Wells get up and block shots, showing a real desire to improve at this facet of the game.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Rockets have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses earlier.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Muhammad's checked in. Wells kicks to Crawford. Now here's Wells, guarded by Harden. Wells' shot is good. Wells has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And you got to admire the inside game of Wells. Terrific at getting room to get that one off.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Nene kicks to Gordon. Amute, a screen on Muhammad. The drive by Gordon. And they double up Gordon. Over in the corner, Mbamute. Rebound, Minnesota. The great one's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And no good trying to get that one. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be right back after this. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
One shot, then when we make a miss.
And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Minnesota shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. Harden and Gordon teaming up in the backcourt. Luke Mbamute out there with Nene, and it's Black in at the 5. From the line, no good off the front iron.
He gets some extra attention from the D on that trip, and then throws the shot off.
Crawford against Gordon. Here's Mbamute. To the inside, Black. And there's the foul. It's going to go on Tariq Black. That's his first foul.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Minnesota leading by 22. Wells kicks to Crawford. Well, the league has begun a program to crunch the numbers and learn how to reduce player injuries. It's just getting started. But, Chris, exciting to think that we'd be able to cut down on that part of the game.
Oh, yeah. You're talking to a guy that suffered injuries most of my career. I'm glad that we have more information now as far as, looking on the bench. You have player tracking cameras and, the nutrition. You have more research and flexibility and strength. And so now it can all be measured. And as long as the player-doctor relationship is kept in privacy, I think it'll make a big difference.
Here's Black. The but they recover it.
They are really crashing the offensive glass. It's paying off for them.
And the Timberwolves call timing.
Start it.
Well, Chris, we often ask you who the best power forwards are. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Timberwolves.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And this victory will draw them even in the season series as it comes to a close.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, the big thing was if he had an open look, he drained it. He didn't let any of those easy chances get away from him.
Wells dishes to Muhammad. Passes to the great one. Just 5 on the clock. Minnesota needs to get off the shot here. Now, here's Tucker. Muhammad covering. Tucker can't get it to go.
Some tough D in the paint. Getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy twos.
The great one passes to Lawson. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Muhammad. Here's the great one. Off with the layup.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.